Hey everyone! Welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm taking you on an exciting journey through an incredible architectural piece created by Fujiwaramuro architects. If you love unique designs and the perfect blend of home and office vibes, stay tuned. This one's for you. Now, I don't know about you, but I've always been fascinated by how buildings can shape our lives. I mean, think about it. We spend so much time in our homes and offices, yet have you ever really paid attention to how those spaces impact your daily mood, productivity, or even creativity? With that said, let's dive right into the stunning world of the house and office in Hokusetsu. First, let's talk location. Hokusetsu, which sits at the foot of majestic mountains, has this tranquil vibe that wraps around you like a warm blanket. The lush nature surrounding this house and office is not just eye candy, it's an integral part of the design process. Fujiwaramuro architects really took advantage of the picturesque landscape, creating a fluid connection between the indoor and outdoor spaces. Imagine having your morning coffee with a mountain view right outside your window. It doesn't get better than this. As we transition from the exterior to the interior of this space, you'll notice the design feels seamless and harmonious. The layout is carefully orchestrated, allowing the house and workspace to coexist perfectly. There's a feeling of openness that doesn't just scream minimalism, but rather whispers comfort, creativity, and clarity. Each corner, every room feels like a place where ideas can bloom. And speaking of ideas, how about the materials used? Fujiwaramuro architects opted for natural materials that resonate with the environment, such as wood and stone. These elements not only create a warm and inviting atmosphere, but also help in achieving that sustainable living goal we're all about these days. It's not just about aesthetics, it's about creating spaces that are good for the planet while still being absolutely stunning. Now, let's get into the practical side of things. This house is designed for modern lifestyles. Whether you're working from home or hosting family gatherings, every inch has a purpose. You'll find open-concept workspaces that don't feel like traditional stuffy offices. Instead, they exude a sense of freedom and creativity, perfect for those brainstorming sessions when you're searching for that eureka moment. Oh, and let's not forget about the cozy nooks you can retreat to whenever you need a break or a quiet moment to think. We all know that work-life balance can be a tightrope walk, so having dedicated spaces for relaxation is essential. It's like the architects thought of everything: work, play, and rest, all interwoven in a beautifully designed tapestry. But you know what truly stands out to me? It's the ethos behind the design. Fujiwaramuro architects believe in crafting spaces that encourage connection with nature, with ourselves, and with others. I mean, how powerful is that? In a world that can often feel fractured and disconnected, buildings like these remind us that our environment can significantly influence how we live, work, and interact. Let's take a closer look into the project and analyze it. There are two private rooms with windows looking out towards the street, trees, and two private rooms with windows facing the layer between the concrete tube and the walls of the private rooms, where the exposed concrete walls come into view. The ground level of the site is approximately 2 meters above the street level. In this project, the architect removed part of the existing retaining wall to create a garage for 2 cars and an office room below ground level. The site faced a wide street, with street trees providing a scenic background. The client requested a house where the family can enjoy the view of the street, trees, and suggested using exposed concrete. Typically, either the interior or exterior surface of an exposed concrete building is covered with insulation and is not visible. Here, the architect inserted the living quarters into a concrete tube to reveal both sides of the exposed concrete building. The concrete tube opens directly onto the view outside. The second floor LDK, living, dining, and kitchen area, wrapped in the concrete tube, is a space that opens up to the view beyond the opening. The architect have created a layer between the concrete tube and the walls of the private rooms on the ground floor, allowing light and breezes to pass through. The architect lifted the concrete tube off the ground to make it appear floating and light, and covered the building underneath in aluminum panels to create a visual contrast. By nestling the living quarters, the architect successfully reduced the summer heat and winter cold and let in natural light and air while shielding the interior from prying eyes on the street. As I wrap up this tour, I just want to encourage you all to think about your own spaces. Whether you're living in a small apartment or a sprawling house, what can you do to make it reflect who you are? What small changes or designs could foster creativity, productivity, or connection in your own life? Thank you so much for joining me on this exploratory dive into the house and office in Hokusetsu. I hope you found it as inspiring as I did. If you're passionate about architecture, design, or just creating beautifully balanced spaces, give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content. Until next time, stay curious, stay inspired, and remember to connect deeply with your surroundings. Bye, everyone.